no idea that I'd be the guy who would change poker forever.
It's amazing how much a bracelet and $5 million can change your life.
Sometimes I still can't believe it. Yes! I'm the reigning world champion of poker.
My name's Chris Moneymaker.
Greg Raymer.
Joe Hashim. Who's next?
Las Vegas, Nevada. A place where dreams can come true in an instant. And tonight, someone's life will change forever. The World Series of Poker main event. Almost 9,000 players came in search of a single dream. The largest prize pool in sports history, with $12 million to the winner. Now all eyes are on the final table. Only 9 men still have a chance at the one bracelet every poker player desires. There's Eric Freiberg and Doug Kim, each looking to become the youngest champ ever. Yes! Richard Lee, who had a premonition he'd walk away the winner. Yeah! There's Michael Binger, the physicist, and Paul Wasika, the aspiring poker star. But the focus is on 2 men, each who carry great expectations. Alan Cunningham is one of the best players in the world, and chip leader Jamie Gold has controlled the table for days.
I have a hand.
10, baby, 10! Tonight, one man will join a pantheon of poker legends. The only question left is... Yeah, baby! Yes! Who is next? Welcome to the main event final table of the World Series of Poker presented by Milwaukee's Best Light. We're on the verge of poker history because tonight we will award the richest main event first prize ever, $12 million. The stands in the Rio Poker Room are filled to capacity as friends and family of our final table competitors are eagerly anticipating the action. Even poker's elite have come out to bear witness to this historic event. When this evening is over, one of these 9 men will be crowned world champion and take home the $12 million grand prize. Tonight, every poker player's dream will come true for one very fortunate man.
Hello, everybody. Along with Norman Chad, I'm Lon McCarran. This is the moment we've been waiting for. We are down to our final table. Tonight, poker fame and unthinkable fortune await as one man will become world champion and walk away with $12 million.
Lon, it's mostly 20-somethings and 30-somethings at this final table, and one of the 30-somethings, Jamie Gold, has 1/3 of the chips in play. Are you kidding me? It is hard to bet against him. Naturally, I will. Alan Cunningham is the best player at this final table. For once, I'd like to see the best player win.
Alan Cunningham has won 4 World Series bracelets, never the main event. He's in second place right now. Jamie Gold has been running over this field, amassing over 25 million chips.
You're going to have the best luck, buddy.
And he has been tutored along the way by 2-time main event champion Johnny Chan.
Richard Lee at 55, the oldest player left, has survived a short stack in the late going. And there's Eric Freiberg, the Swede, at 23, trying to become the youngest main event winner ever.
There's a former bartender, Paul Wasika.
This is fun.
Paul and all the players have their families here supporting them. They're all so very close to the end of the poker rainbow. 22-year-old Doug Kim is one of the 2 who could be the youngest main event winner ever.
Rhett Butler, an insurance agent from Rockville, Maryland, 44 years old. And there's Michael Binger, the part-time theoretical physicist, a Ph.D. from Stanford. Dan
Nassif from St. Louis is an amateur living the dream here, but he is the short stack right now at this championship table. The blinds at $80,000 and $160,000, a $20,000 chip ante from each player. And on the Milwaukee's Best Light pocket cam, our chip leader Jamie Gold has pocket deuces.
Richard Lee says Jamie is having the run of a lifetime.
Call. Jamie will call the big blind. You will see a lot of him tonight. He loves to see the flop. Richard Lee folds. Eric Freiberg gets out of the way.
There are 5 players at this final table in their 20s. It's a microcosm of what the poker world has become.
Dan Nassif with ace-king offsuit.
Raise.
Says, raise it up. Nassif, an account executive for a St. Louis newspaper.
700.
He's going to raise it up to $700,000. He says he thinks he has a tell because his bluffs never work.
Well, all roads lead to Jamie Gold of late. And And Jamie will call here.
Well, no matter what Nassif has, he can't like to hear that, considering how hot Jamie Gold has been running. So heads up to the flop.
I check.
And Gold will check in the dark, pre-flop. Here we go. It is a 2 in there, and Gold hits a set. Talk about running hot.
It's been all Jamie all the time. 3 deuces for Jamie.
Come on.
Nassif pushes all in.
I'm sorry, man.
And Gold, of course, will make the call. Nassif only with ace-king and a straight draw.
Jamie Gold again. He's a TV producer, and again, it just feels like these hands are scripted for him.
I didn't have enough to fold. Yeah, I had to push all in, man. That's cool, man. You got your set.
There is Nassif's family, his mom, Noreen, on the right.
And Nassif goes all in with just ace-king plus a gut shot wheel draw.
Jane Gold has watched her son make an amazing run here at the main event. Now the turn card, a pair of aces for Nassif, but that really doesn't help him.
Yeah. That actually helped me.
Yeah, now with a 4 on the river, they both would make a wheel. Nassif cannot win the hand outright. He's going to need a 4, though, to chop this pot and stay alive.
Dan's family understandably anxious.
It's been a great experience. Yeah, it's been bizarre. It's been absolutely bizarre. You know what? Let's see a 4. Let's see the 4. Give him the 4.
Nassif's the one who needs the 4. A 4 or he's gone.
It's a 10. He's gone.
Congratulations. Thanks, buddy. You too, man.
Dan Nassif is the first casualty of this championship table. He'll win over $1.5 million for 9th place. And Jane Gold once again watches her son collect all the chips of an opponent. Johnny Chan looking on as his pupil continues to do him proud.
It's hard to root for a TV producer, Lon, because I've watched TV since like I was 4, and most of it is awful.
So Jamie Gold is still on top, and if you're really quick with math, you might notice there are more than 2 million extra chips in play. That may be due to a miscount during the color-up of chips, so now a little over 90 million chips at the final table.
Well, my math's not too good, but I can see that Jamie has more chips than anybody else.
Seat open, dealer. Let's bring another player in.
Seat open.
We started with almost 9,000, but we're out of players. Only 8 left, and waiting for the big confrontation now between chip leader Jamie Gold and 4-time bracelet winner Alan Cunningham. It's got to happen sooner or later.
Richard Lee bluffed all in the other day, and when he lost, he thought he was gone, but he had chips left, and that calls to mind 1982. Jack Strauss went all in, lost the hand, but as he got up to leave, he noticed he had 1 chip left under a cocktail napkin. With that single chip, Strauss rallied to win the main event, and that is where the legend of a chip in a chair was born.
Richard Lee, you saw with Queen Jack, made the call of the big blind, the rest of the table folding. Around 2, our leader, Jamie Gold. Jamie with 4-5.
Call.
Offsuit will make the call from the small blind. It's 80,000 more. Rhett Butler in the big blind with Queen 3.
He's been pretty selective of what he plays. He's already in the hand, so he has to play.
3 to the flop, and 2 jacks in there gives Richard Lee a huge lead with trips.
Check.
Jamie Gold first to act. He checks. Butler paired his 3. He will check also. Richard Lee reaching for chips, and he throws in 200,000.
That's a tiny bet. He's looking for a call.
Jamie could sneeze, and that many chips will go in the pot. He's going to raise it, though, to 500,000. And Rhett Butler will fold.
Lee's got to believe he has the best hand, but when the monster stack raises, you do pause.
And looks of concern from Richard's wife and daughters. Team Lee up against the chip leader. Richard will make the call. Richard Lee in good position going to the turn, and ace keeps Richard in the lead, but gives Gold a flush draw.
And Jamie also picks up a straight draw, and he'll check.
Richard Lee pauses, and he checks.
Why would you want to give your opponent a free draw?
Another ace, and that gives Richard Lee the check mark.
Yeah, Lee with the jacks full house, Jamie with nothing.
It's a fun card, huh?
Jamie first to act. We've seen him be very aggressive throughout the main event. Comes out with 600,000.
Gold's representing an ace, but unless he has one up his sleeve, he's going to lose his hand.
Richard is not going to shy away. He'll make the call.
What do you got?
What do you got? Jamie was the one called.
Oh, you got it. Nice hand.
Indeed, Richard Lee is not going to be pushed down by the chip leader. He'll take that pot.
If I ask one out, do I have to ask all out?
Nice hand, Richard.
So Richard Lee puts a roadblock in front of the Jamie Gold juggernaut for the time being.